Welcome, and this time I'm gonna talk about implicit intent. What is it? Implicit intent is that. What is implicit intent is that? Let's say if you have an activity, okay, and you would like to activate another activity. Okay, you would like to activate another activity. Of course, still let's just give an example. Let's just give an example about the application I'm going to make. Is we have a button. Okay, we have a button, and this button is gonna have a text which is show up. Okay, and this show up button, when you click on it, okay, it's going to create an intent. When you click on it, it's going to create an intent. Okay, it's gonna create an intent. Okay, for this intent, it doesn't specify the activity class name, the class name of the activity that we're going to activate or we're going to interact. That's why it's called implicit. So what is it based on? It's based on a concept which is it's going to specify what is called an intent action. Okay, it's going to specify an action string. Okay, it's gonna specify an action string, or it may also specify some data. Okay, data. Okay, it's gonna specify some data. Data or data scheme. Okay, some data. Okay, then this intent is going to be sent out. This intent is going to be sent out. Okay, it's going to be sent out. Okay, it's going to be sent out. Okay. When it's sending out, and in our device, not just some specific activity, not any specific activity, in our device, okay, in our device, okay, in our device. So some button here. Okay, in our device, there may be some activities, some application with some activities. Okay, this one is one application. Okay, this one is another application. On this application or this packages or this activity, they do declare some. They do declare some what is called intent filter. Okay, they do declare what is called some intent filter. Intent filter. Okay, what is this intent filter? Because the intent is going to be sent out to many activities, and each activity is here going to have an intent filter, which used to filter what kind of messages or intents it can receive. And this intent filter is gonna be able to specify the two things: the action string. The action string. It's gonna be able to specify the action string that it can receive. Action string. It can receive. Okay. Action string it can receive, and also it may be able to specify the data scheme. It can types of data it can receive as well, or just data scheme. Okay, data that can receive, and if this action is matched with this action, if this action and this action are the same, okay, if this action and this action are the same, it's going to activate the activity. Similarly, also this may have another, okay, this one will also have its own intent filter. Okay, this one is going to have its own intent filter too. Okay, we're going to edit, undo, edit, redo drawing object, undo. Okay, I'm gonna copy this, copy it, paste it. Well, it doesn't come back. Yeah, fine. Oh, edit, undo. Okay, it's also it's also going to have its own intent filter. Okay, so it also has intent filter. Okay, so it has its own intent filter, and this one will be able to specify the action string as well as the data scheme it can receive. Action string. and the data. And again, if this action string, if this action string also match, if this action string also match the action scheme and the data scheme specifier also match the data here, and action string also match this action string, this one will get activated, and this one will get activated as well. So in this case, both of them going to be prompted. Okay, it's only prompted. It's not going to execute both of them. Okay, it's not going to execute both of them. It's going to be prompted. Okay, prompted, and user is the one who is able to choose one of them. Let's just give an example in order to show what this action string we're going to specify is the view action. Okay, is the view action. And inside the our device, let's say we have the default browser. This one is going to have our one browser is going to be able to handle or to have the intent filter with the view action string. So the view and the view are matches. So if you click on show web, it's going to prompt it this one. So we're going to create an application to demonstrate this one. So we're going to start a new application, and this one is we're going to use implicit. Okay, we need implicit intents. Okay, intents, implicit intents. Next, we're gonna have an activity to start. So this one main activity is fine. Okay, finish. Okay, so I'm gonna design for Nexus 5, so it's easier. Nexus 5, then I'm gonna collapse this one. I mean, you can, if you don't have Nexus 5, okay, fine, okay, use any. I'm using that Nexus 5. Now we're going to delete this one out. We're gonna need a button here. Drop here, double click on this button, and this one is gonna show button show. Okay, show web, and this one I say button show web. Okay, when we click on this button, it's going to call this method public void on button show web. Click view, control space, enter, control space. Okay, now we're gonna create an intent. Okay, and this intent is gonna be an implicit intent. We're gonna create new intent. Okay, enter, and this intent, when I use this option, we're gonna specify an action to be handled. Okay, that one is string action string, and also the data or the URI. Okay, for this action, we're gonna use the view action and the URI of the resource that you would like the opening activity to view, to show the data. So this one is we're gonna specify the action is we're gonna take intent dot action view. Okay, this one is a standard action. Okay, why do we use standard action? Because this is gonna be a standard action, so the other application going to understand what we mean, so they're gonna be activated. If we use our custom activation, if we use our custom action, so other activity in the device may not understand it. Okay, only our own application will be able to understand it. So we're going to use this standard action, and we are able to pass on the data, which is an URI. Okay, we're going to name this one is URI data equal to URI.pass. We're going to open, let's say, http vtgames.vn. Okay, vtgames.vn, let's say. Then we're gonna pass that URI in as data over here. Then you can just start this you can just send out this implicit intent. Okay, like normal. So you're gonna take this dot start activity. Okay, with that intent. Okay, so once more, why do we call this one as an implicit intent? The reason is, you see, when you create an intent, you don't specify the class name of the activity that we are activating. Okay, we only specify the action. Okay, then another packages or another activity based on its intent filter with the action string which match the action that we send out, which is a view action. It won't be prompted. It won't be prompted. Okay, it won't be activated. So we're going to run this application and that's it. Oh, sorry, I haven't wired this method. I haven't wired this method to the button. So let me cancel this one first. Wire it to the button. Click on the button. Click on componentry. Click on this enter bar. Type on. Click. Okay. Click on this one. Paste it. Click on enter. Press enter. Click on this one. Make sure it's now there. Now we're gonna be able to run the app. Okay. Be able to run the app. I'm gonna select this one. I wanna select this for use the same device for future launches. Click on OK. Okay, it is executed now. And if you click on show web, okay, if you click on show web, it's going to open the browser automatically here. Okay, it's gonna open the browser automatically here. Okay, it's gonna open the browser automatically here. So it's here. See? So this one again, you don't tell the browser app. Okay, you don't tell the browser app to open this one explicitly. Okay, but you send out an action string and this browser is activated. Okay, and this browser is activated. So inside here we have only one apps, which is our browser apps. Let me click on this home button. Okay, which is our browser app here. So it's activated that one automatically. So because we use an action string, there may be more than one activities we could have the intent filter, we could handle the action view. So in that case, it's gonna prompt and you're gonna be able to select one of them. Let's say we're going to create another app with the same intent filter, which is able to handle the view action of this data types. Okay, then this one will be activated too. So I want to create another application. Okay, file new project, and this new project and our name, which is web viewer. Okay, web viewer. Next, we're gonna select the blind activity. Next, this one is gonna say finish. We should change web viewer activity, not here main activity, but then it's fine. Then for this activity, I'm going to delete this one. Then I'm going to collapse this one. Design for Nexus 5. Then zoom this one up a little bit. Okay. Then we're going to drag and drop in a web view. Okay. This web view is gonna be able to show the website. So I need to enlarge this one to match its parent. So we're gonna click on match parent width and match parent height. We'll still see some spaces over there. Okay, so this one is because of the padding. So we're gonna remove the padding of the layout. So these are the padding of the layouts. I'm gonna remove them. Okay, click on save, and we're gonna get back here. Now it's no more padding. I wanna give this web view an ID because I need to access to it in code later. So this one I name web view. Web view dash. Okay, this web view dash is enough. Okay, web view dash. Then now for this activity, okay, we need to create an intent filter for it, and we're going to click on project. Double click on manifest here, and this one is the activity that we created just now. The main activity is here. Its name is here. Okay, then collapse this one. Then you see for that activity, it's already automatically generated an intent filter. This intent filter, which is allow you to specify that which kind of intent this activity can react to, and this time it can react to the main action, which is normally it can be a main entry point of the apps, which means it can be the start point of the apps, okay, without needing to pass in any data. And this time we need it to be able to react to action view. So this one, action view. Okay, this one is XML. This one is actually the accent. Okay, this one is XML string representation of the view accent, which is the same as the one that we sent out over here, which is accent view. Okay, which is accent view. Okay, it's the same as this one, and in XML it is this. Okay, and another one that you can specify inside the intent filter is that the category. This one, this category means it is belonging to a launcher. Mean there is an icon, means there is an icon on the application. Let's say for you to click on. Okay, let's say like this one. Okay, it's belonging to the launcher. So there is an icon for you to click on in order to activate that activity. Okay, if it is a main entry point, it's a main entry point, and it's launcher, it's going to have that icon. Okay, and right now it is not a launcher, so it is just a default activity. You want to choose default over there. It's just a default, means it doesn't do anything special. Default activity is not in the launcher, or it doesn't do any other things. And you can you are able to specify the data as well. What do you mean data that we are sending out? The data that we are sending out is we'll look at this. Okay, is an URI. Okay, that URI is you're gonna have a protocol and the host. Okay, you'll be able to specify the port. Okay, so normally in URI you can specify, for URI you can specify something like this. Okay, you can specify the protocol like HTTP 2. Okay, then the host, then the port, and then the path. Okay, okay, the path is the URL. And then beside the path you can specify the query, so on and so forth. So on and so forth. These are the main components of URI, and you can specify the scheme. You specify the host, you can specify the port. Okay, at least you need to specify. You don't need to specify all of them, but if you specify other components, the scheme is a must. Okay, if you don't specify the scheme, other things is not gonna be usable. Okay, it's not gonna be usable. So now we're going to we are going to get to this one. We're gonna specify the scheme. Okay, the host, the man time, the path, so on and so forth. The port. Okay, we're going to specify the scheme. This scheme is HTTP. Okay, the scheme is HTTP. Then for this application, you'll see there is no main entry point because we have only one activity, and that activity is view action, and it's not the main, and it is not in the launcher. Okay, so there is no entry point. That's why you'll see this red cross line. So if you click run on this one, there will be a dialog. This dialog shows that we're going to launch some default activity, but we don't have any activity. So we will click on do not launch activity. Okay, do not launch activity. So now you will not be able to run any activity, but you are gonna be able to we are gonna be able to how to say install these apps. Click on apply. Okay, I can click run to install it, but then let me just close and we're gonna install it later. Okay, there is one special thing, which is if we are using the web viewer. Okay, if we're using the web viewer, okay, if we're using the web view, this one. Sorry, this one. If we're using this web view, means it's gonna need to access to the internet, and internet access is one of the permission that you have to request from the user first. So you need to request that permission inside this manifest file. So this one you'll have use permission. Okay, and the permissions we're going to use is okay dot the internet connection. See, so if you would like to use internet connection, you need to ask for permission. If you would like to use account manager, you need to ask for permission to use account manager. If you would like to ask for network location, sorry, not network location, but GPS or the phone location services. Okay, codes or a fine location, and you need to ask for permission. And this time we need to app for internet connection. So double click on that one, enter. Okay, then get back. This one won't be able to use internet. Get back to this activity. So when we receive an intent from this application like this, okay, we get to this intent, then we get the data out. When get the data out, we're going to be able to get the URL, and if you know the URL, okay, you're gonna be able to load it to this website. So we're gonna do the code from this main activity. Now this one we're going to on create, we're going to get the intent that started this. Okay, so you can say intent equal to this dot get intent. Okay, we need to do import for this one. So we'll click on this one to control space, click on enter. Okay, press enter. Then now we have the intent. Then we get the data out. So URI data equal to intent. Okay, dot get data. Okay, this one is another. This one is another control space enter. Then now we're going to load this URI or this URL to the web view. So before that, we need to access to the web view first. So web view, okay, web view dash equal to web view. Okay, this one find view bar id r.id dot web view dash. Okay, and then we'll take web view dash dot load the URL, and that URL is from our data dot to string. Okay, data to string. So again, we're gonna click on this one to install this web view application. Install it only install the web view. So use the same device next time. And even you click on run, but it's not going to run. It's only install, and make sure that it's installing that one web viewer to the apps, and make sure that it's installed success. Okay. Okay. When the install success, you don't see any changes here because we don't start the apps now. So we're going to access to this previous application, which is to implicit intent. We run that implicit intent now. Okay, then if we click on show up, okay, right now it's not gonna open our default web, but it's also open our web viewer as well. Okay, this one is the one we created just now and installed just now. Then let's just say you're gonna choose web view just once, or you can choose always. Okay, I'm gonna choose just once. Okay, then it's opening our web viewer activity. Okay, and it's gonna load that website on. Load that website on. Okay, a little bit slow. Yeah, it's a little bit slower than it's here. Okay, exactly. It's in our no, it's not this one. So let's see. Yep. Okay, so works. So we're gonna use. No, it's not this one. Okay, I got an issue with internet connection, so I restarted my Android simulator, and I just restarted the wrong. I just restarted the wrong emulator. Now I restarted back our Anion can code emulator already, and if we run, we have two apps now. One is the implicit intent issuer, and another one is the web viewer here with the same code that as we coded before. And I already installed this one, and now we're going to run this app to send out the implicit intensity this app. So if we click on show web now, it's going to have the it's going to prompt two apps. One is the default web browser, another one is the web viewer that we could. We're gonna select web viewer, okay. Then it's going to load the data to this one. Okay. See, it's a little bit slower than it's now here. Okay, a little bit slow now there. I got an issues previously because of my internet connection. It didn't connect to internet. Okay, that's why it didn't open. So now I already set up my internet connection. It's connected to internet, so my web viewer is able to view the data too. So you can look back at this one. Okay, you look back at this one. Let's see. So when you send out an intents, okay, and this one you don't specify which activity to open. You only specify the action that you would like to do and the data if needed. Then for some other applications or some packages with some activity, you're gonna be able to specify intent filter with the same action, okay, and then the same data types that you can handle, okay, and if they matches, they will be prompted, okay, if matches, they will be prompted. If more than one is matched, okay, the device will prompt for you to select one of them to execute your task. Okay, and next time we're going to talk about the broadcast sender and broadcast receiver. It's gonna base on the same concept with action string, intense action string, and also intent filter. Okay, we'll do that one in next video. Now, get back to our main activity of the implicit intents. Now, the one that if we click on button show up, it's going to create an intent with this action view and send out this kind of data. And it's going to start that one. And then in this case, if we send out the intent inside the device, there is no activity which could handle the intent. Is gonna be an error. So Android does provide us the ability to query or to check if inside our device there are any activity we could react to this kind of action to show us. So let's say you're gonna be able to use the package manager. Okay. Package manager. Okay, package manager is the Java class which is to manage all the packages or all the apps inside the your device. Okay, equal to package manager dot no, you're gonna get this one, this dot get package manager. Okay, then from the package manager you can take package manager dot query the intent activity. It's gonna return us the list of the resolve info, okay, or list of the activities we could react to the intents. So you're gonna do this one. We need to specify intents, and we're going to add the flag which is intents dot flag. No, this one is belonging to package manager, which is is belonging, the content is belonging to the package manager, which is match default only. Okay, only match on the defaults. Okay, match the defaults only. Okay, then this one really return us a list of resolve info. Okay, so this one is list of resolve info equal to. Okay, this one I'm gonna do control space to import. Okay, this one will give tabs. Okay, so with this line of code, okay, with this line of code, I'm gonna break this one down for you to see. Let's just break from break from there. It's fine. Break from here. Okay, then break this one. Also, with this few lines of code, you're able to get the list of the activities or the things inside the device we can react to the activities. So we can do it this way. You can check if the list of result info dot size greater than 0. Then you're gonna call to this message. Okay, then you're gonna start the activity with the intents. Okay, so with this part you can check and make sure that there are some activities which could react to the implicit intent that we send out. Okay.